As they make their final turn, Jessica Hart in 5, Sophia Lake in 6, Christine Fabo Mbite in lane 7. Could be Fabo Mbite from Felician. She's starting to pull here at the very end. Will she outtouch Lake? And she does. 228.29. Lake second, Hart third. It remains St. Hilaire as we head into our final heat. Here's our top seed, Skylar Lang from Bentley, 223.83. Not only is she a great IMer and breaststroker, also an awesome two breaststroker here. Comes in 6 seconds faster than the number 2 seed. Azel Pusing. Kate Michaels swimming in lane 3 from St. Michael's in lane 4. From Southern, it's Abby Peach in lane 5. Also from Southern, Lindsay McCauley in lane 6. From Bentley, it's the aforementioned Lang. In 7 from Adelphi, it's Azel Pusing. In lane 8 from Felician, it's Isabella Soto. And in lane 9 from Pace, it is Sophia Pop. Skylar Lang will have the lead at 50, 32-43. Lang and McCauley, the only two to go out under a 33 there. They're in lane 6 and 5, respectively. Not as big of a crowd here this morning as yesterday morning. Obviously, the weather probably having something to do with that. Still a good crowd in the stands, don't get me wrong. .108.63 for Lang. McCauley a second behind. Pusing 2.5 seconds behind. .50 to go for Lang. Still leads McCauley. Pusing in third. Pusing came in 5th last night in the 100 breast. But this heat will belong to Lang. Now to get the top seed, you got to go 226.03. McCauley making a late push here, but I don't believe she's going to catch Lang, although, and it is Lang just out touching McCauley. 224.39. They will be the top 2 seeds tonight. You saw McCauley really shortened up her stroke there to try and get in there, but 0.6 ahead was Lang. Pusing takes third. As we head now into the men's 200 breaststroke, there will be 3 heats. Michael finishes up in a best time, 3:01.69. Men's 200-yard breaststroke. Heat number 1, Alexander Sherman in 3, Hunter Daly in 4, Christopher Janney in 5. Kobe Dominguez, we had him on the broadcast on Friday night in 6. Andrew Kravtsov. Alexander Sherman in lane 1, Hunter Daly in 2, Christopher Janney in 3, Kobe Dominguez in 6, Andrew Kravtsov in 7, David Fangersh in 8, Zach Krantz in number 9. Dominguez leading the way, 27-78. And Dominguez really starting to pull away here. He came in second yesterday in the men's 200 breast. I don't think anyone is going to catch Dominguez here as they head to the 125-yard mark. Good race for second here with Kravtsov and Fangersh, as well as Christopher Janney, Dominguez's teammate in lane 5. $132.77 for Dominguez heading into the final 25 yards. So this heat will belong to Dominguez. The only thing left is the time. And Dominguez goes the best time, 2:06.70. That is a huge drop. Almost 7 seconds. Kravtsov takes second. Sherman will finish up here in lane 3, but best times all the way around. And Sherman has a best time too. So I'd like to see that, especially in this conference championships. All 7 swimmers in that heat with a best time as we move into heat 2. Michael Belpedio in lane 3, Dylan Reichel in lane 4, Kyton Lee in 5, Zachary Taylor in 6, William Kwan in 7, Niles Callawert in 8, and Travis Scott in lane number 9. Taylor came in 9th last night in the 100 breast. Reichel 15th in the 100 breast. A lot of pre-start movement there on the blocks. Swimmers had to be stood up once. Maybe could have been stood up a second time too. But here we go, off and running. Heat 2 of 3. Zachary Taylor from Adelphi. 2:11.90. Again, we mentioned him already. Came in 9th in the 100 breast last night. Niles Callawert Running in second at the 50, William Kwan in third. Taylor holding on to that lead as they approach the halfway mark. Taylor, Callawert, and Kwan, top three separated by just over 1 second as we approach the 125-yard mark. Zach Taylor continues to look strong here. Good underwaters. Very long swimmer. I was down on the deck this morning. He is actually much taller than I realized. Using every inch of that long frame here in the breaststroke, he continues to lead Callawert and Kwan as we head into the final 50. Callawert looks like he's taken over the lead, though, here. So Niels Callawert, fifth in the 100 breast last night. He will be your Heat 2 winner. 2:09.99, that's a best time for him. Taylor takes second, Kwan takes third as we move into our third and final heat. Our number one seed here, Connor Singer. He was the 100 breaststroke champion, so he's looking to go double on the breaststroke events. Comes in at 2:08.12. Top time right now belongs to Kobe Dominguez, 2:06.70. A lot of implications. Every swim takes on a little extra importance for Adelphi and Southern Connecticut. Even in prelims, trying to get as many swimmers as you can into finals, trying to jockey for those best lane assignments. And here we go, off and running, Connor Singer, our number one seed in lane 6. And Singer is out fast. Very similar tempo and pacing to his 100 breast. Doesn't change really much. And you can see he doesn't have to. He is already pulling away from the field. 26.77, a over 2.25 second lead after 50. And it is Singer and everyone else out there at the halfway mark. .50 to go for Connor Singer. He has full control of this heat number 3. 2:06.70 gets him the number one seed tonight, or else it will be Dominguez in lane 6. And it is definitely going to be Singer here, as he goes a best time, 2:03.82 for that number one seed. So he's hoping to put Adelphi and himself atop the podium again. Ryu takes second, Leary third. As we head into our final event of the morning, we are cruising through the session here. This is the two fly. Three heats on the women's side, four on the men's to round out our morning here. You're watching NE10 now on Flow Sports, brought to you by Abreu Media Productions. Day 4 of the 2025 Northeast 10 Swim and Dive Championships here at WPI Rec Center here in Worcester, Massachusetts. Alongside Avery Abreu and Lindsay Bailey, I am Jeremy Abreu. We are at event number 37, heat 1 of 3. This is the women's 200-yard butterfly. Ariana Petta in 3, Jasmine Johnson in 4, Bella Smith in 5, Emily Hopi in 6, Elena Kaufman in 7, Jordan Herman in 8, and Kaylin Conliff rounds out the field in lane number 9. Emily Hopi out to the fast start. Hopi looking strong here from Felician in lane 6. Hopi, a transfer from Queens College, where she participated in the triathlon program, an art major, and she's just getting back into competitive swimming. Sheesh. Just getting back into it. She's looking really good here. Halfway through heat number 1 of the women's two fly. One of the more grueling, I think, swimmers who swim the two fly have a love-hate relationship with it. They hate doing it and they love when it's over. But occasionally you find those diamonds in the rough that actually love it. Hopi could be one of them. 135.28. She leads Bella Smith by 4 seconds heading into the final 50. .25 to go for Hopi, and she will be our Heat 1 winner. She'll be followed by Bella Smith and Jordan Herman. Best time for Hopi, 2:12.16. Smith takes second. Herman also with the best time as well. Hopi, Smith, and Herman 1, 2, and 3 in Heat 1 as we head into Heat number 2. Ruth Riccabon in lane 3, Riley Bowden in lane 4, Ariana Twist in 5, Jasmine Uricchio in 6, Paulo Castillo in 7, Rachel Tilo in 8, and Natalia Brulinski rounds out the field in lane 9. Hopi finished 6th in the 100 fly last night. So she's having herself a good conference championship so far. Jasmine Uricchio out fast from Southern, as is Paula Castillo. Uricchio and Castillo neck and neck into the 75-yard wall. I'll tell you, what a work ethic for these Southern Connecticut swimmers. When we got here this morning, around 8 o'clock, maybe a few minutes after, the whole Southern team was in the pool basically doing a practice. It didn't even look like a warm-up. It looked like a practice. They were here well before any other team. Assumption was in the water as well. But it is no surprise, 16 conference championships for the men's and women's program. Women will undoubtedly get their 17th here this weekend. The men, it's a little bit uncertain as they trail Adelphi heading into tonight, but it is still anyone's championship to grab, whether it's Adelphi men for the first time in program history or the Southern Connecticut men for the 17th time in program history. Uricchio and Castillo battling here. This is a nice little duel. Uricchio in 6, Castillo in 7. I mean, will they tie? Let's see here. And no, Castillo will outtouch Uricchio, both with best times. 209.61 for Castillo. Riley Bowden from St. Michael's comes in third as we head into our final heat on the women's side. Our number 1 overall seed is Lily Rice, the junior from Bentley. 211.25. She was 4th in the 100 fly. Ubert in lane 7 was 5th in the 100 fly. Julia Pitchell was 2nd in the 100 fly. Glasgow does not swim the 2 fly, or at least is not swimming the 2 fly here. She was the 100 fly champion last night. Kelly Tula in lane 8 was 7th in the 100 fly last night. Katie Rocha from St. Michael's in lane 3. Sophia Wong from Bentley in lane 4. It's Julia Pitchell from Southern in 5. Lily Rice from Bentley in 6. Caroline Ubert from Bentley in 7. Kelly Tula from Adelphi in 8. Daniela Zunich from Adelphi in 9. And Sana Hussein from Adelphi rounds out the field in lane 10. It is Ubert from Bentley leading the way just ahead of her teammate Lily Rice. They will be 1-2 at the halfway mark. Pitchell third. (32.41) for Ubert there. Her split time, the fastest in the field. She's out in a 1:00:55. But similar to that last race with Castillo and Uricchio, Ubert and Rice are battling. Not quite as close as the last race yet, but we still have 50 to go. It is Rice leading Ubert by 0.4, Pitchell by 0.7. And it will be Rice in a best time there, 2:09.09. That'll be good for the number 1 seed tonight. Pitchell takes second. Ubert takes third. So Castillo will be the number 2 seed. Pitchell the number 3 seed. And we head into our final races of the morning. It is the men's 200-yard butterfly. Swimming in lane 4 will be Sebastian Bubroecki. In lane 5, Patrick Purcell. In lane 6, Ben Inslee. In lane 7, Ian Insuncho. In lane 8, it is Michael Dormer. Our final 4 heats of the morning. We told you it was going to be a quick morning session. We will be back at 2:15 for the distance session, followed by a break, and then our last night of finals competition, which will begin at 5:30. Ian Insuncho from Pace out in a 27.65, leading the way. It will be Ben Inslee from St. Michael's now taking over the lead. 31.79 there in that 50 split. Fastest in the field puts him into the lead at the halfway mark. And Sancho drops into second. No change anywhere else. Purcell third. Dormer drops down to fourth. Or moves up to fourth, I should say. And Bubroecki drops down to fifth. So there were some additional changes here. And there'll be another lead change here, as Ian Insuncho moves back into the lead in lane 7 with 50 to go. Patrick Purcell goes from third to second. Final 25 to go here. It looks like Patrick Purcell has the slight lead. And it will be Purcell from Pace. Best time there, 2:09.83, and Sancho takes second. Inslee will take third as we move into heat number 2. Gerard Jardaliza in lane 3, Jacob Tanner in 4, it's Zach Ellis in 5, Jake Chioto in lane 6, Nicholas Tartaglione in 7, Joey Toomey in lane 8, and J.J. Kane lane 9, followed by Dylan Martinson from the College of Staten Island.
Ariana Twist, Pace. Top 16, 16, Sophia Wong Bentley. 15th, Katie Roca at St. Mike's. 14th, Ruth Riccabon, Assumption. 13th, Natalia Berlinski, Adelphi. 12th, Lynn Kaufman, Felician. 11th, Jasmine Johnson, Assumption. 10th, Rachel Thilo, Bentley. 9th, Kelly Tula, Adelphi. Your top 8. 8th, Riley Bedoin, St. Mike's. 7th, Bella Smith, Assumption. 6th, Caroline Hubert, Bentley. 5th, Emily Hoppy, Felician. Tied for 3rd, teammates from Southern Connecticut, Julia Pitchell and Jasmine Euricchio. 2nd, Paula Castillo, Southern Connecticut. Top seed with a prelim time of 2:09.09 from Bentley University, Lily Rice. Time is 11:29, 30 minutes to scratch.
Jake Chioto in a battle here with Jacob Tanner and Zach Ellis. Chioto will be our leader at the 150-yard mark, being urged on by his coaches. Tanner 3/10 behind Ellis, 6/10 behind. $154.84 for Chioto. Tanner takes second, Ellis third. As we move into our penultimate heat of the morning. Nate Alexander in lane 3. Zach Krantz in 4. Sean Leary in 5. McAllister Milne in lane 6. Henry Velasquez in 7. Scott Kessel in 8. Jake Bender in 9. And Sawyer Lasowski in lane 10. McAllister Milne comes in 153.16. The number 2 seed. He leads Henry Velasquez, who came in 8th in the one fly last night. Milne and Velasquez battling it out here at the halfway mark. Separated by almost 4/10 of a second. Scott Kessel a little under 2 seconds behind. Milne with that slight lead over Velasquez here, heading into the final 50 yards, 6/10 of a second. Milne at 29.73 there to Velasquez's 29.95. And it will be McAllister Milne, 153.86. Velasquez takes second. Kessel takes third. Kessel's fired up about his time. That's a best time there for him. 158.67. And here is our final heat of the morning and our number 1 seed, Tyler Thompson, the freshman from Adelphi. Michael Brace from Pace in lane 3. Brian Garvey from Bentley in 4. Lucas Quiroga in lane 5. Tyler Thompson in 6. Daniel Ivanchikov in 7. Luke Emmanuel Paragus in 8. Ryan Fogel in 9. Yassine Hussein in lane 10. Daniel Ivanchikov from Bentley. Taking it out strong. A little long at the wall there, but 17/100ths ahead of Quiroga. Top 5 swimmers separated by 0.8 of a second as they make their way to the 75-yard mark. Once again, a quick reminder, we will be back for distance at 2:15 and then back for our final session of these conference championships tonight at 5:30. Thompson out in a 53.94. So Thompson using that speed, he goes a 27.98 there to catch up and pass Ivanchikov. .50 to go, and it is Thompson in the lead. Best time so far, 153.86, clocked in our last heat by McAllister Milne. So let's see who will get that number 1 seed tonight. Be seated in lane 6. Thompson needs to go sub 153.86. It's going to be close. Or maybe not. 152.69 for Thompson. He will capture that number 1 seed tonight in finals. Ivanchikov takes second, Quiroga third, and that, folks, is a wrap for our morning session. We hope that you have enjoyed our coverage. We will be back for the distance session at 2:15 this afternoon. And then our last final session of the evening will be tonight at 5:30. So for the last time, alongside Avery Abreu on production, Lindsay Bailey on camera, I am Jeremy Abreu. Thank you for joining us. We will see you either for the distance session or at finals tonight at 5:30. Have a great afternoon.